state scenario is happening. 40,000 houses were underwater.
Right at the beginning of the storm, the water was coming up real fast.
Baghdad was no comparison to what this is. I was just floored when we came out here.
Places I work are destroyed. The restaurants I ate at are destroyed.
They always said we were going to have the big one, and we all kind of laughed it off.
I'm up to my waist in water and no boots, no paddle.
I've lived in New Orleans 42 years, and I've never seen any hurricane that has left this kind of destruction.
It's heartbreaking to see a city that you fell in love with just broken in two.
You got little babies. You got grandmothers and grandfathers and great-grandmothers and great-grandfathers that's dying out here.
I saw splinters. That's all that's left.
There's people running around with guns. They're afraid to come out.
I've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like this.
I've not seen anything like this before.
I'm just praying that everything will go right.
I love it here. I'll be back.
Rescuers in Mississippi are searching for survivors in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina.
80% of the city is underwater right now.
We have flooding absolutely everywhere.
We're down here specifically to go out and search for survivors of the hurricane and bring them back to different areas where they can seek help, get the medical attention they need, or go into some sort of relief shelters. This morning we were up to almost 4,200 survivors moved from harm's way over to the relief centers. After about 3 days of a very heavy surge, we started seeing a slight decline in the number of survivors from the hurricane, because the rest had already been moved out either by air, land, or water over to the relief areas. The Air Force is using various methods in order to pick the folks up and bring them out to safety. Obviously, we first went in using the helicopters to land near a group of survivors, to load them on board and move them back out. A little bit later on, more difficult areas, mainly in the housing neighborhoods that had all been flooded out, we had to use our hoist to bring them up into the aircraft one at a time to move them out. Our pararescuemen and combat rescue officers are providing that critical air-to-ground link. I get the helicopter into the area, but I still have to get the survivor up onto it to get them back to safety. Yesterday, we were actually down to only about 34 people that needed to be moved at all. And we hope today the numbers continue to go down further, because it means we've been doing our job.
And there are armed National Guard troops patrolling the city.
It's simply not safe.
Martial law has been declared in New Orleans.
Police! Anybody here?
We arrived here on early Wednesday morning and began the evacuation of approximately 35,000 refugees. In addition to that, we've been dealing with the medical issues they have. Anything we can do to take care of them and get them on their way.
There was a bunch of old people up there refusing to go. So we sat there for an hour and talked to them and convinced them to come with us. If we can just get these people to know that we're the good guys and they're going to be taken care of, our job would be easier.
Our first 24 hours here, we loaded 1,000 buses. We got it up to about 1,200 people we were evacuated in an hour. That was an around-the-clock operation. This is the most important mission we've ever done. We're taking care of America. That's just our job as the National Guard.
as water poured into the city from holes in 2 important levees. One heartening note for people in New Orleans is that help is on the way.
Well, the operation now, we're trying to fill the levees. There's 5 breaches in the levee, and we're here to plug them up as fast as we can. Well, with the Corps engineers behind us, they're filling the sandbags at night, and we're just dropping them. But the Corps of Engineers, they're working 24/7 to fill up the sandbags. Well, the first day I got out here, we dropped 500 sandbags. The second day, we dropped 650. So we're dropping anywhere from 500 to 600 a day. The Chinooks, you can see it 3 at a time, 4 at a time, whatever it takes. And we've been out here for 8, 9 days now. They can actually see the sandbags coming up.
There's bound to be a lot of casualties.
We have to do all we can do.
Well, next we're heading back to New Orleans to pick up another load of patients and head over to San Antonio. We just dropped off our 5th evac, and we've been doing this for 3 days now.
We went 2 days ago and we did 2 runs in and out to Dobbins Air Force Base, Georgia, and at that time we evacuated 168 patients total. I've been deployed 3 times and I've never seen these kind of evacuations with this number of patients.
This is a major triage affair with all the aspect of triage that I have never encountered in my professional career. They process an average of 1,700 patients a day through here.
The risk of infection tremendous.
Most of these patients were cut off from power resources. We have patients that require continual mechanical air intervention. Some of them are gone without medication, so they're obviously weak, they're dehydrated, they haven't been eating, they're confused.
Busting our behinds to get those aircraft loaded because there were so many hundreds of patients coming in every half hour, and to get them loaded onto the aircraft, ambulatory and the litter patients, was quite a feat.
The relief effort has been a very challenging assignment. We're reaching to people of a number that we will never see, hopefully again, for a long time.
Roads are covered with tree limbs, debris, and deep water, making many vital exit routes impassable.
Early on, when we came out of our shelter, General Ward got a phone call saying, I need to talk to the most important person on that base right now. And he said, well, I think that's a staff sergeant with a chainsaw in his hand, and I'll get you his name in 5 minutes.
Right now, we're just here helping out the general population of New Orleans, trying to restart them, fix up their neighborhood and all that good stuff. The guys over here cutting down some trees, opening up the driveways so people can actually get in when they actually come back. Other things we've been doing so far is taking down the debris, piling it up, put it on trucks, and taking it out to the dump site.
We'll be out here all day long. This is not our primary mission. Our primary mission is to bed down civil engineers, but since our mission is completed, we volunteer to come out here and take care of the community. We have a lot of technical expertise. I myself am a structural specialist, and I have every craft within CE out here with me, and we take care of whatever we can whenever we're asked to. It's nice to be able to come out here and use our military assets for the betterment of the community.
Just a matter of time. Name's Lieutenant Smith.
Major Judy Uzel.
Master Sergeant Samuel Tran.
Hi, I'm Captain Wong. We're very gratified that we can be a part of this relief effort.
I think you guys are doing a great job with helping people out to get their lives back together. I thank God for y'all.
But coming here, I mean, actually helping out Americans is probably the best thing we can do.